What's up, y'all? This is your boy, Eddie Jackson. Welcome back to the Drop That Podcast. This episode is brought to you by Layback TV. Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel, all the languages you can and will imagine. All the languages, if I said that already. Go on laybacktv.com to see how you can download it on your iPhones, Androids, and your Fire Sticks. And say what's up to them on Instagram on official_layback TV. Now let's get into some motherfucking wrestling talk because we got a hell of a lot to talk about. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. WrestleMania season is getting super fucking spicy. And I don't mean that in a fucking pause moment. Let's get one thing out of the way because I was speculating this shit over and over again, and apparently I was wrong. I don't mind being wrong. I just hate when I am. Chris Jericho's not coming back to the WWE. Tonight he made his return to AEW on Dynamite. For what? I have no idea. What the fuck can he accomplish now? I mean, before he went on a break for a whole fucking year, I thought he would be the first guy to win every fucking title in AEW. I'm talking, he's already the first, the first ever AEW World Champion. He could have won the Continental title, International title, Tag Team titles, TNT Championship. Instead, he only won the AEW title and the Ring of Honor World title. Okay. Well, it was worth the try. It would have been a hell of a lot great to see him return. But, hey, whatever. Let's go with what went down on Smackdown. Okay? So, Sami Zayn got the shot against Carmelo Hayes for the United States Championship, and with the help of Trick Williams, Sami Zayn is once again the United States Champion. Interesting. After a downhill of not winning the WWE title or even the World Heavyweight title, so many opportunities, he's back again with a mid-card title. And I don't want to shit down on the U.S. Championship. It's a great title. You know what I mean? It's prestigious. You know, just like the Intercontinental Championship. It's just, I don't know. I don't see what the angle is because Money in the Bank ain't going to be until September. So it makes me wonder what they're going to have planned. We will give an update on how the card for WrestleMania. A lot of matches in the last 3 days have been added. But we're going to get into that. Jelly Roll was in a match. That's the headline. And he won. He won his first singles match. Why they got him on SmackDown is fucking beyond me. Cody Rhodes brawls with Randy Orton. This makes it very interesting. Cody Rhodes, you know, I mean, they look like they're going heel Randy, babyface Cody, but the crowd has a different perspective. They still cheering for Randy. Let me see. Oh, it's still speculation on who the hell Randy Orton is talking to on the phone. Now, there was a stream, I don't know if you saw it, but I did, where you see Ted DiBiase Jr.'s attorney talking on stream. Who knows what the fuck he's talking about? Talking bullshit, maybe. But you see Ted Jr. literally show up in the background, and it seems like he's going to be in Vegas around April 18 and 19, which is the 2 dates for WrestleMania. Makes you wonder. It's interesting. But during the brawl with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, Randy RKO's Jelly Roll. Now, kudos for Jelly Roll for even accepting this, but I give a complete F on the execution on taking an RKO. You know, it looked a little, didn't look right. You know what I'm saying? But makes it very interesting that now Randy turned on Jelly Roll. Moving on to Monday Night Raw. So, Cody, and they're live at MSG, world's most famous arena, the Mecca, Madison Square Garden in New York. Cody Rhodes and Stephanie McMahon opened Monday Night Raw with a promo where Stephanie's trying to remind Cody that this is a Randy Orton that we have not seen, you know what I mean, since 2009, and you're not ready unless you are ready. You got to be 10 steps ahead of them. So yeah, Stephanie would know. Stephanie would know. She's been DDT'd by Randy Orton back in 2009, right in front of her husband Triple H when he was cuffed to the top rope. But here's the thing. There's nothing that Stephanie could do to remind Cody of that time period, because 2009 era of Randy Orton is legacy Randy Orton, which you see Cody Rhodes in the corner. You know what I'm saying? That DDT that Randy Orton gave Stephanie McMahon was in front of Cody Rhodes. Cody had a front row seat to watch that shit. And, you know, here was where the interesting part. I looked, right? Stephanie said, "You're not your father, American Dream, Dusty Rhodes." Cody rebutted, "You're not your father either." But don't mention his name. She slaps the shit out of him. But here's the thing. I feel like they're bringing this 09 Orton a lot. Reminders of it, like Stephanie. Because there is a certain somebody who's probably going to be in Randy's corner. I think it's going to be Ted. I mean, look what happened when Brock got dismissed of all charges when they were fucking trying to get his ass in jail. He returned right away. SummerSlam. I don't see a reason why Ted DiBiase Jr. can't, you know, do what his dad did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he wrestled just like his dad. He didn't win a world championship just like his dad. But he could be a manager just like his dad. What if they resurrected the $1 Million Corporation and do what the $1 Million Corporation failed to do? Win championships. You know what I'm saying? They had plenty of opportunities. Bam Bam Bigelow, Tatanka, IRS, Psycho Sid, King Kong Bundy, the list goes on. Such a big faction where they will fuck you up, but no championships. It's insane. I think this will be the perfect time. The Usos defend the World Tag Team titles in a street fight against The Vision. The Vision gets ISO Speed involved. I guess by accident. I like how Logan had his mom in the front row and gave him the brass knuckles. That shit was dope. I think that was funny as fuck. And then he grabbed ISO Speed. ISO Speed grabbed the knucks. Accidentally hits LA Knight, I guess. Accidentally. Eventually, the brass knuckles were used to get the win. The Vision are the new World Tag Team Championship. The new Tag Team Champions. The Vision have gold. That's crazy. I never thought that it would be Logan Paul and Austin Theory be the World Tag Team Champions. I always thought they were going to give a Tag Team Championship push to Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Guess they had other plans. Stephanie Vaquera and Liv Morgan, another promo to light up their fucking match for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania. Tu madre what did she said? Tu madre us pasos puta, some shit like that. Liv Morgan, I like how Dominic is teaching her some Spanish, fucking cursing out Stephanie and her mom. That's crazy as fuck. But Roxanne Perez makes her epic return, helps to beat down on Stephanie Vaquer. Makes you wonder who's going to be in Stephanie's corner. I don't know. We'll see. But one thing that I didn't like, we had Raquel Rodriguez taking on Io Sky. Io Sky did a suicide dive, and it's exactly what it is, suicide. A suicide dive to Asuka. But as she did it, and you'll probably see a lot more footage of it all over social media, as she went for the dive in between the top and the middle rope, her knee gets caught in the middle rope, which slows her down, slows her momentum, and puts her in a downward position where she lands not only on her head, but on her fucking neck. I'm not fucking around. Kara Sane, Io Sky, if you want an even longer career, you gotta be careful and slow the fuck down. This does not fucking look good. You're gonna fuck injured. You're gonna probably lose your life if you do this shit. Be careful. Let's see. Brock Lesnar and Opa Femi do a fucking dope ass promo. See, you can do a promo with so many people involved and you don't need to even scrap. So Opa Femi, and Brock called out Opa Femi. I love it. Opa Femi attacked all the security. I mean, he's just as reckless as Brock because he fucking tossed a fucking security in the aisle right on their fucking hip, yo. You're gonna fucking hurt somebody. You need to relax. But security got attacked. Adam Pearce got pushed by fucking Opa into the ring, into the barricade. But who breaks it up? Triple H got in between Brock Lesnar and Opa Femi. I like that shit. Where the fuck he came from was beyond me. But we got good news. Seth freaking Rollins is medically cleared to compete. Chair shots Paul Heyman. But here's the weird shit, right? I called Chris Jericho coming to challenge Gunther. Another career they could possibly end on their terms. Jericho decides to go AEW on the same fucking week as Gunther returns to Monday Night Raw. Go fucking figure. And who does he attack? He attacks Seth Rollins. I want to hear next week why in the fuck are we doing Gunther versus Seth freaking Rollins? And it's official. You know what I mean? Obviously at WrestleMania it's announced. Seth Rollins versus Gunther. But I want to know why. I need a very compelling promo next Monday telling me why should I give a flying fuck about Seth Rollins versus Gunther, even though this match should have taken place a year or two ago. Both having the World Heavyweight Championship at certain points where the other one could challenge the other one and it never happened. I want to know why should I give a fuck about this match. Should be a dope match though, but why should I give a fuck? But we'll see. Roman Reigns comes out, gets acknowledged by New York City. CM Punk wastes no fucking time, comes down and puts the fucking whooping ass on Roman Reigns. Opens a can of whoop ass, a big can of whoop ass. Not only GTS's him, but fucking gives a Roman Reigns powerbomb to Roman on the commentator table. Payback's a bitch. Wow, it's being interesting. Well, here's some announcements before we get out of here on Wrestling Talk. Saturday night's main event is taking place this July 18. Where? None other than the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, New York City. Finally, we're gonna get Saturday night's main event at the world's most famous arena. All right, let's give you an update on what's going on with WrestleMania. WrestleMania Immortal Moment Award for this year goes to Andre the Giant versus Immortal Hulk Hogan. Immortal Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant from WrestleMania 3. Y'all see that this was going to be a category like last year when they gave it to Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin from WrestleMania 13. It was the perfect match to start it. And it was dope. It's a dope moment. It's a good award. You become another Hall of Famer. You know, Andre and Hogan are already Hall of Famers. You know, Bret Hart getting the Immortal Moment Award in the Hall of Fame makes him the first ever 3-time Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer solo. He's a Hall of Famer with this award, and he's a Hall of Famer with the Hart Foundation. Hogan now, not only with his status, as the immortal Hulk Hogan, but this award and the NWO. That's 3 times for him. Andre the Giant, this makes him 2. So this is a great match for a great moment, probably way overdue. I agree, this is the perfect match. These are one of the few perfect matches, I think. I think next year when you do it in Saudi Arabia, you should definitely do, in my mind, I think it deserves to be WrestleMania 25, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. See, the problem with this Immortal Moment Award is that Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant are no longer with us. Andre passed away back in the 90s, and Hulk Hogan passed away last summer. May he rest in peace. So I guess we're going to see Nick Hogan accepted on their behalf. Also at WrestleMania, here's the updated matches that is official. We got Drew McIntyre, the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre, taking on the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu in a non-sanctioned match. I love it. Let's get down and dirty with this shit. Also added, new United States champion Sami Zayn defends against the superstar himself with his lemon pepper steppers, Trick Williams. There you go. That's definitely going to be a good moment for Trick. Trick Williams is going to get his first shot at a championship at his first WrestleMania. I like it. It's going to look dope. What we got? Oh, you already announced it. Yeah, Seth freaking Rollins taking on Gunther. That's the Architect taking on the career killer Gunther. Yes, Seth versus Gunther, but I still want to know what promo that's going to convince me on why should I care. Let me see. We got a friendship, family all over with. We got Finn Balor taking on AAA Mega Champion Dirty Dominic Mysterio. We got a 5-way Intercontinental ladder match. Intercontinental Championship ladder match. Penta defends the Intercontinental title in a ladder match against Dragon Lee, Rusev, Javon Evans, and JD McDonough. I think that's a dope match. I think it's interesting that Rusev is in it, but I don't know. This could be Rusev's moment. We'll see. You know what I mean? Shout out to Javon Evans on getting his first Intercontinental Championship shot. JD McDonough, I think this is a good push for him. Dragon Lee, another fucking shot. But let's see. Let's see if Penta could pull it off. That's 2 years in a row in Vegas. Penta's involved in the Intercontinental Championship match. There we go. Also, Lara Valkyria, Bayley, taking on the Bella Twins, taking on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, taking on Nia Jax and Lash Legend in a fatal 4-way for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Interesting. We probably knew this was going to fucking happen. But I like it. All the women get to have a moment going to WrestleMania. Also, John Cena will be the host of WrestleMania 42, so that should be definitely a good time. I want to see. I think there are 2 more matches. From my experience from last year at WrestleMania, it was 7 matches both nights. So I think we're going to get 2 more matches, possibly. I think this is 6 apiece for both nights. I think we got 1 more match. I mean, word is on the street that it's going to possibly be Austin Theory, Logan Paul, and IShowSpeed taking on the Usos and LA Knight. I won't speak ahead. Hopefully, maybe that shit will be solidified. There's a rumor that it could be possibly Io Sky versus Asuka. And also, maybe there's a possibility we find there's 1 more championship that's not involved at WrestleMania, and that's the Women's United States title. I think we should get that somewhere in there. But I don't want to see. In my book, I don't want to see Julia versus Tiffany Stratton again. It's not interesting. Pretty good match, but it's not interesting. I think we should do a fucking fatal 4-way match. A fatal 4-way match for the Women's United States title. I say fuck it. Let's go Julia defending the Women's United States Championship against Tiffany Stratton, former champion Chelsea Green, and Jordynne Grace. Why not? I think all these women deserve to be at WrestleMania. 3 of them didn't get to be at WrestleMania last year. This will be their first. So let's see. But that's all we got for Wrestling Talk. This is your boy Eddie Jackson. This will Drop That Podcast. Make sure you hit that sub button, hit the likes, hit the comments. Let me know what you guys think about my assessment for Monday Night Raw, Friday Night Smackdown, and the updated WrestleMania card. Y'all be easy. Peace.